Greetings everyone. Welcome to my channel Study with Gyan. Today I'm going to discuss about the examination pattern of civil services exam. Okay, so basically civil services exam, that is also named as CSE in India, is one of the several exam conducted by UPSC for the recruitment of all India services like IAS, IPS, IFOS and Group A services like IFS and IRS. Okay, so the pattern of civil services examination is divided into three stages, namely prelims, mains, and interview. So prelims exam is of objective type, whereas mains examination is of descriptive type, and personality test, that is also known as interview. So as per the exam pattern, candidates who clear the prelims are eligible for mains exam, and candidates who clear the main will reach to the interview stage. Okay, so these three stages are discussed further one by one. So level one, as I already told you, named as prelims. So prelims having two papers, paper one and paper two. Okay, so each paper consists of 200 marks, and these papers are of multiple choice questions. Okay, so merit is based on paper one only, and paper two is only qualifying in nature. Don't worry, I'll discuss all one by one. After that, level 2, that is mains examination. It consists of two language paper, both are qualifying in nature, and languages will be one English as a compulsory language, and another will be your one Indian language, any scheduled in the constitution. After that, essay paper will be there, and four GS paper will be there, and one optional paper having two papers. Okay, one optional subject having two papers. After this, level 3 will be there, that is known as interview. So interview will carry 275 marks, and this is the final hurdle. It tests all over the suitability of the candidate for further career in the public services. So basically prelims will be conducted in June, and after 3 months, that means in October and November, mains will be conducted, and normally in March April, the your interview will be there. Okay, so I'll brief one by one. So as I already told you that stage one will be your prelims examination. So prelims examination having two papers. Okay, so GS paper 1 and GS paper 2. GS paper 2 is also known as CSAT, that means Civil Services Aptitude Test, and both papers consist of 200 marks. 200 marks for GS paper 1, 200 marks for the GS paper 2. Both papers are multiple choice question based. If you will make the right answer, then you will get the 2 marks. First of all, we discuss the number of questions. So in GS paper 1, there will be 100 questions. So each question having 2 marks, and GS paper 2 having 80 questions. That means each question having 2.5 marks. Okay, so first of all, we will discuss about the GS paper 2. Okay, so GS paper 2, that is also known as CSAT. Okay, so this paper is qualifying in nature. That means you have to secure a particular mark, that is at least 33% marks. So if you will secure more than 67 mark in your GS paper 2, that is 33% marks, 33% of 200, then only you will be qualified in your CSAT paper. And if you will qualify the CSAT paper, then only your GS paper 1 will be checked. Otherwise, you will be disqualified from the prelims examination. Basically, this is the filtration process for the UPSC exam. Uh, More than 5-6 lakhs people appear in the exam. So in preliminary, they will filter out around 20 to 25,000 person only, candidates only. Okay. So GS paper 1 having 200 marks, and it consists of 100 questions, each question having one question, that is 2 mark. Okay, so if you will make the right answer in GS paper 1, then you will get 2 marks. In GS paper 2, if you will make the right answer, then you will get 2.5 marks, and 1/3, that means 33% mark will be deducted if you will make any wrong attempt. Okay, either in your GS paper 1 or in GS paper 2. So one by one we will discuss the syllabus. So for the GS paper 1, there will be the portion related to your history, okay, geography, art and culture. After that, polity. Polity will cover polity, governance, and other social issues. After that, environment, science and technology, current issues, and economics. This is the basic syllabus for your GS paper 1. And GS paper 2, that means your CSAT. So CSAT having two broad categories. One is mathematics, basically aptitude and reasoning, and another one is general comprehension, or you can say basics of English. Okay, so these two are the broad, and from here you will get around 25 to 30 questions, and from here you will get around 50 to 55 questions. Okay, so total number of questions will be 80 in your CSAT and 100 in your GS paper 1. So one more thing I want to tell you, if you will get more than 55% mark in your GS paper 1 for prelims examination, then you will be qualified for the mains. So don't try to think that if I'll cover entire syllabus, then only I'll appear in this examination in the PT. Just if you are able to cover more than 70% question, then practice for test. How means more test, more gain. This kind of phenomena you can follow. And if you are securing more than 55% marks, then you will clear the prelims examination. Fine. After that, stage 2 will be there. That is known as your mains examination. So stage 2, mains exam. So mains exam having 9 papers. Okay, so there are 2-3 more classification inside this. 2 language papers and 1 essay paper, 4 GS paper, and 2 optional papers. So this is the means a broad classification for your mains examination. So language papers we will see one by one. So language paper, basically language paper. So one is English as a compulsory language, and another is your Hindi or any regional language, whatever you want to select, you can select. Okay, which are scheduled in your in the constitution. So both language paper are qualifying in nature. Basically you have to secure 25% marks only, minimum 25% marks in these papers. Okay, and if you will secure at least 25% marks in these papers, then only your essay, GS, and optional copies will be checked. Basically these papers are subjective in nature. Mains examination will be subjective, prelims examination will be multiple choice question based. So essay paper, again this paper consists of 250 marks, and the essay will be based on the issues related with means society or any current issues happening in the surrounding of us. Okay, so after this essay paper, there will be 4 GS paper: GS1, GS2, GS3, and GS4. So GS1 mainly having the topic related to art and culture, history, and geography. Fine. Okay, Inside it there are a very vast classification, but we can just see like this. GS paper 2 having polity, governance, IR, that means international relation, and social issues. Okay, that means society and whatever the things happening in the surrounding of all of us. GS paper 3, basically it consists of technology part, mainly you can say like science and technology portion. After that economics. Okay, so these two are the main classification for GS3 paper. And GS4 paper having ethics, integrity, and aptitude. So these are the broader classification for GS paper 1, GS paper 2, GS paper 3, and GS paper 4. All these paper having 250 marks. Okay, so means GS paper 1 having 250, again GS paper 2 having 250, and so on. Okay, so these are your GS paper. After this, optional paper will be there. Optional paper. So UPSC have means for CSE exam there are 26 optional subjects available. Out of 26 you have to choose only one as your optional subject. Okay, you can choose history, geography, PSIR, that means political science and international relation, public administration, or any technical subject like electrical engineering, mathematics, physics, chemistry, or anything whatever mentioned in these 26 subjects. So this paper again having two papers, optional paper 1, optional paper 2, both paper having 250 marks, each having 250 marks. Okay, so now the syllabus for these is already mentioned, and the main syllabus more than 75 to 80% is based on the graduation syllabus. Whatever the syllabus mentioned in your graduation period, for that is also the syllabus for your optional paper. So all these nine papers having generally 250 marks. So I already told you 2 language papers are there. So those are qualifying in nature. So for 7 papers, 250 marks, 7 papers, 1 essay paper, 4 GS paper, and 2 optional paper. Fine. 1 essay paper, 4 GS paper, and 2 optional papers. So the entire mark will be 1750. 1750 marks will be in the mains examination. Fine. So out of 1750, if you are getting more than 800 marks, that means you are in, means you are qualified in the mains examination, and you are means in for the interview, that means personality test. One more thing I forgot to tell you, that in all these papers, okay, in all these papers, in all these 9 papers, you have to secure at least 10% mark. That means 10%. Suppose in GS paper 2 you secure 23 24 marks, so minimum, that means 10% will be 25, so you will be disqualified from the mains examination. So minimum mark will be 25 for each paper. Fine. After this, the third stage will be there, that is your interview. So again, interview having 275 mark. Okay, so basically interview here, and that is your personality test. So, and if means you, if you are securing more than 160 or 170 mark, that is a very good score. And you, if you are getting more than 1000 marks, then you will be in the merit for IAS only. Okay, so these are the stages for the examination, UPSC exam: pre, then mains, then interview. Okay, if you will clear here, then you will be here, that means for the mains examination and then interview. And the merit will be decided for the mains plus interview, means the overall mark you secured in the mains and interview, this will be added. After that you will be there will be a rank kind of thing decided, and you will get a particular service like IAS, IPS, IFS, or anything else. Okay, so this is all over about the this is all about the UPSC CSE examination pattern and all. So we will see further, means the syllabus and all, one by one. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, and please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you.